welcome to the show. Gather round, listen close. We got George, Watson, J.A. bringing you the most NFL podcast. It's about to go down. Three amigos ready to run this town. George, man, he's the
Oh, here we go,
one.
boys. It's another week, another week. If you're watching, you should be. Get on the YouTube, get on the socials. You'll see I'm joined by the great one, James Arthur, and King Leonidas himself, Big Georgie boy next to me, just flexing on the boys. If.
Hey, and I just want to say off the top, in the pre-show, you guys have been very fucking rude to me. You've been very mean, the both of you. All right? Don't make me take you out in the fucking gym and embarrass the both of you. Okay?
You go in the gym. I'll meet you out there in 5. This is what I do to my kid when I'm trying to get rid of him.
Hey. Start without me if I'm not there. Start without me, George. Start without me.
It will definitely work on me because I'm basically a fucking man-child. That's just fine, bro. Welcome back, boys. How's it going? Everyone happy?
Yeah, very good. Do you know teams has reported to camps?
Yeah.
Wow.
Training camps have started.
I have Instagram, and I've seen Patrick Mahomes throw a ball 60 yards across his body. I don't give a fuck. It's practice.
I care a little bit.
It's fucking practice.
I'm
You
sorry.
can't. It's fucking practice, Patrick Mahomes.
Hey,
It's fucking practice.
It's and this is we're not the politically correct NFL podcast, are we?
No,
Just double checking.
I wouldn't.
Just
have
double
thought so.
checking, right? Okay.
But I'm also wary on where you're going here.
Patty Mahomes looking kind of fat, right? Or is that just
Oh
me?
yeah.
Jesus. I haven't actually seen
He
this.
looking,
I haven't
he
looked at him that
looking,
bad.
he looking like he's been eating that barbecue in the fucking off season. He looked
looked a bit
fat
chubby.
as
Why wouldn't you?
fuck.
It's always hard to tell those dudes because do they put on a few kilos or are they just like bigger than the pads make you look a bit
No.
bigger? He looked a bit chubby though. He did.
No,
he actually did.
He had.
It was reported,
because
yeah.
like bigger than the pads make you look bigger. That's one thing, but like that doesn't make you have a fucking chubby gut, bro.
Yeah, he just
Was
didn't
he
look
actually
as
chubby?
He didn't look as felt as he normally is.
No,
Like, he had a bit of a belly on him.
Talking about weight change, Joey Burrow fucking put on 15 kgs and looking like a specimen.
Yeah.
I fucking do that and I'm unhealthy and I'm overweight.
He's trying to catch up to me, mate. You know, just saying, Big Dick Joe. What's
You might
up?
need to lose it. Lamar Jackson did the same thing and he's actually lost 20 pounds this year.
Yeah,
Reported
I
for
don't
training
think Lamar needs to be putting on weight. He needs to stay sleek and
He already
move around.
did. He put on 15, 20 kilos. Or 20
Who's
pounds.
Lamar?
Joey,
Who is Lamar? You would actually see him if you're watching out on a video on the YouTube. Ring the bell, like and subscribe. You'll see he's on my love list. I've got Lamar Jackson.
Brock loves
and
Lamar
Justin
Jackson. Oh my god, I'm
Jay
so
Tucker.
shocked.
I hope you don't mind. I'm going to get my 7-year-old to rewrite that tomorrow so it's more legible.
Go for it. Go for it. On the hate list, Trevor Lawrence, you're still
Joey
on the
B
fucking
putting on
list.
weight is a good thing. That'll help him. That's going to help him stay
It's
stay healthy.
Do you know
what
help
the
his
worst
wrist
part
not
is? It's
fuck
like,
up.
Did he need more assistance fucking every chick in Cincinnati? No, but now he does.
Can you imagine the amount?
A Cincinnati 10 is only
Just
like
as
a 5.
Can I? Like, just a quick side note. Can you imagine the amount of puss that would be getting thrown
I can imagine it.
at Joey B
It would have been like 2016 JA. Like,
on the day?
swimming in it. I know, I felt it. And I had to constantly be like, no, ladies.
Who the fuck
I'm
are you
170
kidding,
kilos.
bro?
I'm not the George you're looking for.
Let's
Back off.
just remember, our mate Billy met him at LSU before he was a starter.
Did he? I've never heard this.
Is that right?
If you don't know this, he'll show you the photo.
Wow.
He has 3 photos on his Instagram.
Shout
it's the
out.
top one that's pinned. Shout out our Bilbo. Love you, mate.
Yeah, we love it. We love
Yeah,
it.
they're good mates still.
We love Joey B.
Great
too.
mates.
No,
He,
they're
I think actually Joe Burrow thinks he's a Make-A-Wish the kid and keeps responding. He keeps responding to his emails. He's like, he's got dwarfism. I gotta keep helping him.
How's it going there, little guy?
hey, a sport. How's it going?
Hey, big guy.
How's that football league in Australia you're playing in?
Shout out to Joey B for and all the puss that he slays.
Oh mate, he'd be out of control.
And fair play to him.
Let's get stuck in.
Yeah, let's go.
Brandon Ayuk, does he get traded before the season starts?
What's up with this? Like, what is it? Does San Fran just don't want to pay him, or what do you think it is? Or they don't have money to pay him because they've got to pay everybody else?
No, they don't want to pay him.
Why though?
I don't know. Like he's only had one really good season,
Yeah, okay.
and it wasn't even that good. Like I think my theory is that Shanahan thinks, give me another year because they've just drafted this young receiver who I can't remember his name in the first round. I think they're basically saying, well, Byeiuk's under contract. He'll play for us this year.
Right. So he is under contract, right?
Because if the 49ers were realistic, like they don't need.
I don't think he's under contract. I don't
He's
think he's
not?
under contract.
He's 100. You can't trade a player. If he was not under contract, he would be a free
Oh,
agent.
that is fair.
That's true.
He
Sorry.
doesn't. He hasn't been
you.
extended.
No, he hasn't. He's on the last
Thank you for
year of
teaching
his
us
contract.
football 101.
Yes. It's like, guys, so you want to sit down and I'll explain to you how free agency works? Can
you explain like a 4-year-old?
Yeah, he hasn't been. So, mummy and daddy have an ice cream stand. And so you can either have a scoop with your cone or you can't have a scoop with a cone.
Yep.
That's the difference. That's the difference between signed and not signed.
No,
I think I made that more confusing, actually.
Yeah, I'm
Absolutely.
Just more confused, but
Did you
myself.
just franchise tag it?
I don't
that
know
means,
what
that
I've
means
done.
nothing because I'm a fucking idiot.
No, so I think
Yeah.
that Shanahan's theory is that we don't need him, that we can find another version of him.
Right.
So they want to use him for one more year
That's
while
not-
they're in the window.
I don't necessarily disagree with that.
I don't
though.
disagree either. I think he's okay. I think if he goes,
He's on the club option this year.
yeah,
He's on the team
yeah,
option.
yeah.
if he goes and be's a number one somewhere, like
Is he a number
Crappy.
one guy though?
no, I don't think
I don't think he is either.
I think he's the benefit of having a very good team around him, which
Yeah.
a lot of guys are. Don't
That's
get me
fair.
wrong.
That's fair.
But I think if he goes somewhere else, he's going to get the money, but he probably won't get a massive next contract.
Yeah, like if he goes
And
somewhere,
I
he'll
don't
get.
think
He'll
the
get.
Niners can't pay everyone.
Yeah, true.
But in saying that to Brandon Byeiuk, my advice to him would be, go train. You're under contract this year. Trent Williams probably retires next year. So there's about $25 million they get back in cap.
Ricky Purcell.
Maybe then Rick, that's it.
Ricky Purcell.
Maybe they then come back to you and go, hey, yeah, we've cleared some cap now. We can pay you.
He's 3 years at whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, here's the money you wanted.
Yeah.
Like, why throw these guys through the toilet? And if I ever owned an NFL team and a guy held out, I'd be like, cool, hold out.
Yeah.
I'm not paying you. You're not earning any money. Let's see how long you can fucking hold out.
If you hold out, do you get fined as well?
You get fined.
Yeah.
And then also, if you hold out for an entire season, your contract year doesn't count. So
right. So
they
you got to
still
come back
have
the
the
following
rights
year.
to you.
Yeah, correct. Yeah.
So unless you report, you actually don't, like, yeah, you don't. So the smart ones are the ones that just quite quit.
Yeah,
Just
go there
turn
and
up
half-ass
and
it.
do the bare minimum.
Real good millennial.
Yep.
Millennial. talk
Yeah,
from
so
the
you
JA.
you go to the mandatory trainings. You turn up to the meetings on time every time. You leave the meetings on time every time. You do what you're asked and nothing more. That's
So I
what
guess
they should do. But it's hard in the NFL to do that.
He's on 14 million. He's not on chump change as well.
It's
So
ridiculous.
I was just about to ask, what's he on for his final year?
14 million. So it was his rookie contract.
So he's more
The
worried
team-
about
it was his
long-term
team
security
option. Yes.
rather than money.
He's going to get his money next season. He's a wide receiver.
Yes.
Go
So
out and have another 1,400 yards and 8 touchdowns like you did last year, and you'll be fine.
Right.
And then you're
15 million
and
a
then
year
you're an
from
actual
somebody.
free agent.
Yeah.
And then walk away. Use the benefit of being on. It's not like he's fucking Brock Purdy. Have you heard anything of Brock Purdy? And call this a racial thing if you want. I'm not saying it like this.
Okay.
Here you got
Sounds
Brock
very-
Purdy.
That's a weird turn.
You
but
got
yeah,
Brock
fine.
Purdy on one hand and Brandon Ayuk on the other hand. Everyone's going to say one's black, one's white. That's not what I'm saying. That's what I'm just highlighting. You got a quarterback who's earning $700,000 this year.
he's on $1 million this year. He's capped.
Who's the starting quarterback of a team that made it to the Super Bowl? Whether you love him or hate him, he is
And,
a
and they'll be
Super Bowl,
contending. They'll be
and
contending
they'll
again.
be contending again.
Yeah.
Have you heard one fucking peep out of him?
I think he's somewhat just happy to be part of a team at this point. Because is he really good?
I think he's a starting quarterback in the NFL. That's my
Yeah.
opinion on
Yeah,
it.
he's
But
just-
no,
I
but
think
no,
he's as
but
good
is
as
it-
his team can take him.
Is it the same situation? Is it the system he's in makes him look a lot better?
100%. But I guarantee you next year when he's
He's better than Daniel Jones.
What if he turned around this year and went, oh, I'm holding out? He could do the same thing. He doesn't want to.
Yeah, but no one's going to sign him because he's under
Why?
contract for another 2 years.
Maybe he could be like, trade me.
But also, even if he holds
Do you
out,
reckon the,
he's
Gi-
missing
you
out
reckon
on
the
a mil-
Giants wouldn't want him?
He would miss out.
He's
Actually,
better than Daniel Jones. I'd have him over Daniel Jones.
he would
for 2
miss out on
seconds.
985,000. That's all he's missing out on.
That's what I'm saying. I'm just saying, but there's the noise coming from Brandon Ayuk compared to the noise coming from Brock Purdy.
Well, there's no noise coming from Brock Purdy.
Exactly. He's just out there working hard.
He's just
Because
playing. He just wants to
you know what
play.
he fucking knows? My money's coming.
Yeah. At some
I'm
point.
going to get mine
Yeah, at some point.
and all the rest of it.
Do you think it'll be from San Fran?
I think so, yes.
Yeah.
And I'm going to get it all, and I'm going to win a Super Bowl. And you look at Tom Brady for 20 years, took less money every year. Like, these guys are fucking morons. They're morons. And I can't get over it. But if I was an NFL owner and a guy was holding out, unless he legitimately, if I wanted Brandon Ayuk, if I'm John Lynch and I want him there full time, or for a long time, I'm just going to him, hey, I'll sign you right now. It is clear as day after next season, unless he does the same thing again, makes himself invaluable to that organization, he's going to be on a new team.
I think it's more of a case of, especially for Ayuk, they can't afford to sign him for next year. They're minus 26 million
But what I said
cap.
before is Trent Williams will retire. Like the cap's a fucking myth, man. If they wanted to get Brandon Ayuk, they'd fucking have him.
I know you're saying the cap's a myth, but eventually it catches up to you.
If they wanted to get Brandon Ayuk, they would.
No,
they would
eventually it'll
I
catch up
guess
to you.
they probably need to stall, have some money for Brock Purdy at some point in a couple of years' time.
Fair.
I don't think if they want Brandon Ayuk there, he'd be there. There's not the money to offer him. There's not the money to give him.
What you said initially, I believe, is the correct statement that they've worked
Yeah,
out.
well,
Yeah,
yeah, for
he's
one more
a
year.
good guy, he's a good player, but we could probably draft someone in the second round who would be just as good.
Be straight with him. Go, bro. We don't, after this season, we're not re-signing you. It's up to you. You can either earn $14 million this year, or you can earn fucking $0 this year.
Well, 14 million and have a chance at winning a Super Bowl as well.
Or you
Don't
can
forget.
earn nothing and not be part of this team.
You're the contract nerd. If they retire, what happens to their cap? To their dead space?
Dead. Gone.
Dead space. So they can't pay you with it. Or they get the money back.
No, they get it back.
Oh, they get the back.
It's a retired contract. So your cap hit comes back to you on a retired player.
Yep.
Yep.
Your signing bonuses and all that sort of stuff. Depending on the organization, like I know Andrew Luck's still really pissed off with the Colts because they made him pay back a bunch of money
Yes.
Oh,
when
true.
he retired. Yeah. Because
Oh, I didn't know
think
that.
it was Andrew Luck. Yeah, it was. Because they were like, you got to pay all this back. So that's why
So
he's
your
kind of
dead,
doesn't
your
like
dead
it.
cap hits you, but you're not your cap hit.
100%. Yeah.
Okay, so even if Trent Williams retires next year, they still have a dead cap of 19 million.
No, the dead cap goes. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, you don't have
it
the
doesn't count.
You don't
yeah,
have the dead
following.
cap as long as he's fully retired.
Yeah, following.
Yeah, that's how it works. So it's the contract's finished. Same way like it used to be when you traded contracts, the whole money was gone, but it's not. It's all changed a lot now.
Yeah, you got to
Yeah,
pay
okay.
it still and stuff. Yeah.
There's bits. The bits that hang around. The signing bonuses are so fucking high now that it overrides your signing bonus. Like a lot of the time, your signing bonus is like 40% of your contract.
Yes.
Yes.
They'll be like, oh, he signed a 5-year, $100 million contract with $60 million guaranteed,
Yes.
or signing
They,
bonus.
they,
That's like
they restructure every year to make the signing bonus actually hit you
they
more.
do it more. Yeah.
So you actually get it. And it
how-
doesn't go against the cap.
That's
yes.
why everyone backloads them because then the cap goes up. Like I said, you said they're $30 million into the cap. Like next year, it'll go up $30 million again.
True.
That's what I'm
and
saying.
they-
Like Brandon Ayuk, if they want to get Brandon Ayuk on that team, they'll find a way to make it happen if they really want him there. Like I'd be
don't-
maybe
that's
they'll
what-
move Debo on next
But
year.
I don't think it's smart.
Because
to
there was
fucking-
talk that he was going to move him on at the start of last season.
Debo's always injured. He's not like he's dynamic, but those guys, when you lose a step, that guy becomes a lot less dynamic for you very quickly. So I don't know. I don't know what they'll do. If I went out on a limb, I would say what they'll do because they're a strong organization with strong culture and they're in a window and they're not desperate for like Brandon Ayuk to me might be the difference for them winning and losing a Super Bowl. He's that sort of player. But I think for regular season,
Like the cherry on top, is that what you're saying?
they'll
Yeah.
happily roll into the regular season and be
Without
like,
him, yes.
let's see if you can last 17 weeks.
Sure.
Yeah.
Because we can last 17 weeks not paying you.
Yeah.
And then maybe after like 5 weeks, they go, hey, Brandon, your fines are now up at here. How about you come back?
We'll clear your fines,
we
yeah.
scrap
yes.
your fines.
Yeah.
We'll pay you for all the weeks you've missed.
Did that happen with Bosa as well?
It happens every year. Every year, that's how they get them. And you're saying you come back, we'll wipe your fines clean. We'll pay you up until we'll pay you for the weeks you've missed. So we'll back pay you and we'll give you that money, even though you weren't here. And we'll call it fucking evens, and you come back and play for our football team. That's it. That's what they'll do. He's also not a running back. Like what wide receivers fucking hold out? Although CeeDee Lamb's doing the same thing. He's just not doing it as noisy. He hasn't asked for a trade because a lot of them say, "Oh, like if you're going to give me a contract, give me a contract now." CeeDee Lamb's going to get his money. Like it'll happen any day now.
Yeah.
So he's just saying, "I'm not going to come and risk getting injured before I sign my new contract."
Are you surprised they haven't done it yet?
No, it'll happen very soon. It'll happen a couple of weeks in the train. It was like Zach Martin last year. He missed first 4 weeks of training camp or something.
Yeah.
Missed a preseason game, and they're like, "All right." Yeah,
I think that was the one I'm thinking about. Got the fines.
Yeah, and they
taken
take the
away.
fines off. Yeah.
Yeah.
They, every year there's a dude that does
Yeah.
this. But Brandon Ayuk's full throwing the toys out of the cot. Asking for a trade is basically saying, well, now I don't want to play.
That's my stance. Like just fucking play. Just go and play. Like you're under contract. Like Brock said very correctly. You're getting paid $40 million, bro. Like come on,
100%.
just go and fucking play.
It's half a Debo is what he's getting paid.
Yeah. And just to segue, and this is a great segue into Jordan Love.
Yep.
Yep.
He's holding out too, which was a bit of a surprise.
That is a little bit of a surprise.
I only saw it today. He just didn't turn up to training camp. And he's like,
What a guy.
now his thing is, I know you guys are going to pay me, but I don't feel comfortable risking getting hurt at training until I have a new contract
Sure.
on the table.
Yep.
That's completely fair. I think
What's he asking for?
That's a better option
He's
than
like,
Brandon Ayuk.
oh, I imagine he'll want $55 million.
Yeah.
Like he's going to want what Trevor Lawrence just got.
So he's in what year of his contract is he in?
4th year.
Right. So he's going into his 4th year. Okay.
Yeah. So it'll kick in from next year. He's in last year, but he's a free agent at the end of next year.
Right.
So I think for him, the difference is he's not saying I want to be traded. He's
So
just
they
saying
can't 5th year him because he wasn't a first round pick.
he was a
He
first
was a
round
first
pick.
round. They already have.
He might be. Yeah, he's in
already
his 5th year. Sorry.
He's in.
So this is his 5th year coming up now. Right. That's fair. Okay. Yeah.
no,
So
but
he
they've-
wants to be extended. Okay.
They've already extended him. They extend him after his 3rd year, so that gets rid of the 5th year option.
Oh, is that what they did?
Yes.
But so all I know is he's in the last year of his contract.
Yeah, so
So
he's
this,
and he
this
wants a
upcoming
long- he
season
wants
is the
a
last
long-term
year.
contract.
Okay.
yeah.
But he's not saying I'm training, I'm not playing for you guys. He's saying I'm just not ready. I'm not willing to risk myself getting hurt at work until I have a contract on the table that protects me if I get hurt.
Sure.
Because if he comes down and tears his rotator cuff in the first training session, all of a sudden
He's
every
done.
contract negotiation is, whoa, no way, you're on IR now.
Yeah.
We'll discuss the end of the year.
Yeah.
Like his money's gone.
Yes.
So I get that. For Brandon Ayuk, he's going to get his money. He could blow his knee out in the first training, and then next season he's going to get 15 to 20 million
Probably.
from
yeah.
another team. He's going to get it.
Yeah.
Like that's just matter of fact. He just will. So yeah. Anyway, I think
The Packers will get that sorted, surely.
I think the Packers were in the frame of mind that they could get a year out of him to see how good he is.
If he was
How
any good
actually
or not.
good he was, yes.
Now I ask you guys the question because I know my answer. Are you giving him? Let's just say he wants the Trevor Lawrence money, and he was better than Trevor Lawrence last year, so it's realistic. That's what he gets. Are you giving it to him right now?
What?
5 years, 55 million a year.
Salary cap's a myth. Yeah, give it to him.
I am definitely.
You pay your quarterback. It is what it is. You pay your quarterback.
Okay.
You buy that bullet, you pay a quarterback.
Let's say that they decide they're not going to. Who are they going to get?
That-
Or
that-
you can have Prescott for 60 million.
that's the issue.
I reckon because you know what, if he hits free agency, I would say the Cowboys are like, hey, you can have Dak if you want. Well, but Jordan, you want 60 million?
Yeah.
Jordan, do you actually, you know what? We know we got to get you from the Packers. You're a young guy. You're only 25,
Yeah.
26. How about 70 million a year? Because you're going to play for us for
the
10
problem
years.
is that it's a lot of money that you're throwing around. He's had one good season.
Half a season. In fairness, his first half of the season wasn't that great. He was
Trevor
very
Lawrence has
up and
had
down.
one good season as well.
Yeah,
And I said that he was overpaid then.
If it's me, I'm Brian Goodenhurst, the GM of the Packers.
Nailed
I
it.
am rolling in and going, give him his 55, but give him 1 million more a year than Trevor Lawrence. Let's get this done.
What's the thing if you don't pay him? What do you want to be like the fucking Giants and the Jets and every other team
If they don't pay him, they
that bounces
literally
around?
don't have a quarterback.
But that's what I mean. You bounce around every other fucking backup quarterback.
I know
trying to
Aaron,
make a season
like,
happen.
I know Aaron Jones.
That's
went
what I'm saying.
off.
Who are you going to get if
I
you
know,
don't get him?
I know Aaron Jones went off in that playoff game. But if you watch that game and don't think Jordan Love's the reason the Green Bay won that game, his play action work, his accuracy. There were plays where Micah Parsons was hitting him as he threw it, and he was just throwing. Guys are wide open. I get it, but you got to hit those throws, and he was hitting them perfectly every single time. He was basically perfect in that game. If that's not enough for you to go in to Dallas, who were the number 2 seed, were they?
2 seed.
And beat a playoff team. If that's not enough. Like there's been plenty of quarterbacks that have done a lot less to deserve their contract. I'd just be giving it to him. I would literally be like, Jordan, stay at home, mate. We're getting this sorted. We're already on it. You're going to have a new deal. Report when you got a new deal. Don't stress about it, mate. We'll get this sorted soon.
I agree, and I agree purely from the fact that, like I said before, if you don't sign him, like he's good. He's proven that he's good. He's proven that he's good enough to be a starter in the league. So he's going to get starter money, and that's fine.
Yep.
And if you don't think that he's the guy, well, then who the fuck is the guy? Who are you going to get if you don't get him?
Exactly right.
How old's Jordan Love?
He's 25. He's turning 26.
Dude, he's 25, man.
He's turned 26 in like 90 days.
Give him a 5-year deal. He's 30 when the 5-year deal ends.
Yeah.
Like this could be. This is honestly, this is like the same as when the Cowboys signed Prescott 5 years
I
ago.
was just thinking the same thing.
40 million. Everyone was like, "What the fuck, you guys doing?"
We're not
worked
saying
out- it worked
reset
out
the
great.
market with him. Just fucking pay him.
Just pay him Trevor. I would imagine he
$50,000 a
just
year,
wants
50
Trevor.
mil a year.
He just wants the Trevor Lawrence.
He's worth every dollar of what Trevor Lawrence is on.
100%. So just
Worth every
if that's the market value,
Yep.
here you go, bro.
Yeah, I think that's very fair.
I don't know why they wouldn't. Because he's a quarterback. Because quarterbacks are irreplaceable.
And I've got no issue with him holding out until he
And
gets
everyone's
a
going to
deal.
be like, what's the difference? Well, you're giving the different advice for Ayuk than you are for, what's his name? I was like, yeah, because Brandon Ayuk plays wide receiver.
Cleveland.
Yeah.
Wide receivers are a dime a fucking dozen in the NFL right now. Like there was
and
what,
he's a scheme
12
wide receiver.
there were 12 wide receivers taken in the first 50 picks of the NFL draft.
Exactly
Like it's
right.
wild. Like they're everywhere. Every year there's ones coming through. 4th rounders to 6th rounders are still decent starters. Like every single year. there's so many, right?
Agreed.
So how many quarterbacks coming out? None. There's maybe 15 quarterbacks that you were like, this dude can win a Super Bowl with this team right now.
In
Jordan
the
Love's
NFL, I reckon less than that.
my opinion is that 14 teams make the playoffs. All of them are a chance to win a Super Bowl.
Okay, sure.
So I think there's 15 I think 15. If you did your top 15 quarterbacks, right? I think you could argue that if the team's playing well and doing the right thing, all of them could win a Super Bowl.
Sure. Okay.
So that's my, and Jordan Love's one of them.
Yeah, I agree.
100% one of them. So fucking pain. What's the point? Because the 15 to 30, then you're getting into your Jameis Winston's like.
Yeah. You
Maybe Baker Mayfield's the 15th guy. Like maybe he is, but he's probably in that 15 to 20
You're
range
taking
as
Jordan
well.
Love over Baker Mayfield.
That's what I'm saying. Like I think Jordan Love's probably around the 10th quarterback in the league. But like you're getting outside of that top 15, you know, you're into your unknowns. Your Drake Mays, Bryce Youngs, you know, Caleb Williams, those sorts of guys. Danny Dimes. Like you're into the Gardner Minshew.
Drew Lock.
Like you want to have Gardner Minshew next year like the Raiders do? Like, I guarantee you the Raiders are sitting back now saying we really should have kept Derek Carr.
Oh, fuck yeah, they are.
Yeah.
We really fucked up. Derek Carr's much better than these other two
I
guys.
don't even think it's that. It's the way they did Derek Carr.
Yeah, they really did him dirty. I
No
agree.
free agent's going to want to fucking go to a team like that and get treated like they're fucking nothing.
Yeah.
Who did they sign in free agent this year?
No one.
Exactly. No free agent. They're not a destination
Gardner
club.
Minshew. Oh, no. Didn't they sign the big D tackle from Miami? Yeah, they did the massive overpay.
That's right.
Well, yeah, you can overpay on somebody. It doesn't mean you can't fucking free agents.
Yeah.
Free agents take a fucking cut sometimes if they want to go fucking win.
And all we've
To
heard
go
is
to a team in
Devonta
the
Adams
window.
basically wants out unless the quarterbacks are good this year.
Exactly. And
Spoiler alert for you, Devonta.
They ain't going to be good.
They ain't going to be good. Gardner Minshew is going to be good in patches. He's going to have some good moments, and he's going to be some flashy games where he looks good.
he'll be asking for a trade by week 6.
And then he's going to fucking
Oh,
ruin you.
bro.
He'll want out.
100%.
Adams will want out by trade deadline.
That's what I mean. Week 6.
100%.
Can I just throw you guys
He'll
a scenario?
start.
This is
Straight back to Green Bay.
No. I've got a better scenario.
Oh, better.
By week 6, Aaron Rodgers on an MVP level, right? He's playing well. They're 5-1. They're fucking the Jets.
Which is-
it's what we wanted last year. It's the Jets of last year.
Yeah, but
Rodgers is
it's
fine.
not that unlikely. Like, it could easily happen.
Every Jets fan's having ayahuasca in the
Raiders.
fucking Metlife car
Yeah.
park.
They're shitting themselves, vomiting.
They're just fucking tailgating on ayahuasca
And you've
now.
got Devontae Adams, who's 1-5 on the Raiders, and
Yep.
he's like, I fucking want out. And the Jets come in and go, hey, Raiders, we'll give you a second round pick for Don. We'll take his contract for you. We'll give you a second round pick.
Yep. They
And
take it. Of
And he
course they take it.
rolls back to the Jets. He rolls
Oh,
over to the
dude.
Jets to play with Rodgers. As like the Jets basically going,
If they're 5-1,
here's our window. We can do it this year. Let's fucking go.
If they're 5-1 and then they get Adams, they're like the favourites to win the AFC. For sure.
I'm just saying, it's just obviously that's just off the dome tech, as my boy Bilbo would
Don't
say.
take shout out Bilbo.
That was just came to me. Imagine that. That'd be wild.
I'd love to see him
scenarios.
back in Green Bay.
Or maybe the Jets are kind of like 3-3, and they're there, but they just can't get it done.
They need that spark.
And
They
they're
need
like, we
something,
just
yeah.
need someone to take the pressure off Garrett Wilson and help
Yeah.
him out. And it's like, let's give up a first round pick. Let's give up a late first round pick for Adams right now.
Yeah.
Raiders would take it. Yeah, I think it'd be good. It'd be wild.
That'd be fucking great.
Absolute scenes. There'd be scenes in the chat.
Stop us in the chat.
Lives in the chat.
Chat stub.
What's the matter with you?
I don't know.
You got a Freddo.
He's having a Freddo.
Cheeky Freddo.
I think he's having a seizure, man.
He's having a cheeky pre-show Freddo.
Mid-show Freddo. Don't you dare to put chocolate in the fucking fridge and put that fridge next to me with it.
Why do
Don't
you
expect
think,
me
why
to
do you
eat
think
it.
I do that? I do that for the boys.
Shout out.
Shout out.
Even George likes a cheeky little chocky here and there. Don't say you don't.
Occasionally, yeah. Like, I don't eat them. I don't, not every
Massive
day.
sweet.
You like a little chocky from the
Yeah,
bar
well,
fridge.
I've had like 3 in the whole time we've been doing this podcast. So, yeah, occasionally, yes.
They're rookie numbers in this racket. You gotta pump that shit up.
Pump those numbers. I'll pump you up, big
just
boy.
so that if Sophie asks, you had like 19 Freddos last week.
It definitely wasn't me, bro. Come on, she ain't gonna believe
But
that.
if she asks, what do you say?
Oh, like I'll deny, but like obviously, like
You'll
it's-
fall on that sword.
It's pretty obvious, man.
You'll be like, yeah, no, chocolate just doesn't make me put weight on at all. It's
Pretty
bizarre.
obvious. I ain't eating a bunch of chocolate at the moment. It's pretty
Hey,
obvious.
one
bro.
night a week won't kill you. Let's talk Shaq Barrett.
Yep.
Who was the obviously all-pro pass rusher for the Buccaneers the last couple of years.
Yep.
Definitely dropped off last year. Was hurt a bit. Got signed by the Miami Dolphins this offseason and then has decided he's going to retire.
Yeah.
I didn't see this one.
So
I
there,
actually completely missed this
I
one.
looked into it a little
Hit me with
bit. He had a death in one of his children drowned.
Oh, that's right. I remember
Yeah,
that.
and he just basically he said sorry to the Dolphins, gave back all the money that they'd signed. I actually think the Dolphins said to him it wasn't a massive signing bonus or anything. I think the Dolphins actually said, don't keep it, don't stress. But either way, he just said, look, respectfully, I just need to be with my family. I thought I could play football again, but I just want to be around my family and shit like that.
Yeah,
So very sad.
That is sad. I
So
agree.
he might come back. Like maybe he comes back this year. I don't know, but he's retired from the NFL. So I think that's probably what the Dolphins have said. Well, just retire, and then you can always come out of retirement, and then your contract's still here, and you can come play.
And you can come back, yeah.
So I think that's what they've kind of said. But yeah, he also didn't say that's the reason he was retiring. He just said he needs to spend time with his family. But I don't know. We've both got kids, George. I couldn't imagine what that would be like and how
I
you would ever recover.
don't even want to put that out into the universe.
It's something that you'd never recover from. You have to learn to live with, and he's obviously this is his best way of living with.
To be perfectly honest, I don't even think I could go on.
No, it'd be very, very...
I couldn't go on.
Yeah, it'd be wild.
Yeah.
So I feel for him, and hopefully he can support his family this time. He's had a great career. He started at the Denver Broncos. He was behind Von Miller and DeMarcus Ware, and all of a sudden then DeMarcus Ware retired and was like, who's this Shaq Barrett dude?
Yeah.
He's a stud. Went to Tampa Bay, had 20 sacks in a season.
Yep.
Was part of their Super Bowl winning team when Brady came over. One of the big parts of that very good defense.
He got fucking paid in Tampa.
Yeah, he got a massive deal to go to Tampa.
No. So his first deal was only $4 million.
Yeah, and then it was a 1 year deal because he was a backup.
Then he got
years.
franchised.
Yep.
For 15.6.
Yep.
And then he signed a 4-year, $68 million.
Yep. Yeah.
Wow.
And,
Wow.
and played out his full contract there, dropped off and wanted to go to Miami. And then that was it.
Nah, shout out Shaq Barrett.
Correct me if I'm
Prayers
wrong. This might sound dumb as fuck, but Miami and Tampa Bay are both in Florida, yeah?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. I thought so. I was
Miami's
like,
southern Florida and Tampa Bay's up north.
yeah. So he's just gone a bit further down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, like I said, it was a bit of a shock. Everyone was kind of like, "What the fuck? Why sign a contract if you don't know?" It's like,
Clearly, there's other issues at play.
what do you want from me, man? Like he's going through something. And at least he's doing
and
the
that's
right
what people
thing.
have to forget. Like, they're not just dudes on a screen, like, playing Madden. Like, they're human
100%.
beings, man. They've got lives, they've got families, they've got wives, they've got kids. Like, come on.
Yeah, it's obviously he's put a lot into football, and maybe it was a matter of, you know what, I'm not going to be able to give you what I need to give you.
Yeah.
Matter of I'm not going to be able to give myself what I need to give myself as a football player.
It sounds like he doesn't want to be that player that he checks out mentally and then he gets fucking dragged in the media because he's not performing.
That's the thing. Would you prefer to be like the guy that after 3 weeks the coach is like, dude, like, we're going to have to fucking cut you, man.
Yeah.
Like,
What
you're
are you
not
doing?
working
Yeah.
hard at
Who
all.
the fuck was the Bills player that quit half time?
That was Vontae Davis.
Yes. No, he was the Colts. He played for the Colts.
Played for the Colts.
Was it Colts? No, I
Yeah,
thought someone
Colt.
did it at the Bills.
No,
I'm
he was.
positive someone
Colt-
He was
Colts
playing,
cornerback, right?
He was playing. I think he was playing for the Bills at that point.
Yeah,
maybe,
he was at
maybe,
he was at the
maybe,
Bills.
yeah.
I remember.
He was
Maybe,
either
yeah.
playing against the Bills or playing for the Bills.
He was at the
I
Bills
can't
'cause I-
remember.
Yeah, it was a corner, and he like retired at half time.
Vontae Davis, who he died a few weeks ago.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, he did. Yeah,
He died. Yeah,
Put it up in the
and
chat.
he's Vernon Davis's brother,
Yes.
which I didn't know
The
until
tight end,
he
yeah,
died. And
yeah.
Vernon Davis came out and said, gave a tribute to his brother. I was like, didn't know.
He was only young too. He was only like 40.
Yeah, not even, man. He only retired he retired young. He was a really good corner,
Yeah.
and then he retired that day on the field. He just went in at halftime and was like, you know what, I can't do this.
They had 3 shit weeks. I remember they're fucking sick.
Yeah.
That was the game.
Yeah, that was crazy, wasn't it?
That was Josh Allen's first game for the Bills. He came in the fourth quarter when they were already down 48-0.
Remember Vontae Davis
Against the Ravens.
first year? Josh Allen's first year was atrocious.
Yeah, that's what their first game
It is
against
amazing
the Ravens.
how good Josh Allen is.
Yeah, he
now.
was playing for the Bills. He's right. He signed a 1-year deal
there you go.
for $5 million with the Bills.
Yeah.
He took himself out of the game in the first half and then told the head coach he was done.
Nathan Peterman threw 5 picks in that fucking game.
Yeah, Vontae Davis, he was 35 when he passed away.
Do you know a fun fact? Nathan Peterman's still in the NFL.
Is it the Raiders? Or where is he? Is he still at the
He was
Raiders?
the Raiders last year.
I know he was at the Raiders last year, yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, I just don't know how we got into that. Ravens sign ex-Bears safety Eddie Jackson. I want to put this on because I low-key liked this.
I love it.
He's not
I
going to be a
fucking love
starter.
it.
He's going to be like a nickel guy / rotation guy with Kyle Hamilton and
Kyle
Marcus.
Hamilton will play fucking 98% of snaps.
Oh, yeah. And then Marcus Williams is the other safety,
Yes.
yeah? So he'll play like that hybrid third safety. He'll play the 6 DB.
Yeah.
That's a lot of people don't understand now. It's like, oh, how's he going to get on the field with the safeties? I'm like, he's not. He'll be your 6 DB.
He'll play safety and Kyle Hamilton will come down and do a nickel.
Yeah, because Kyle Hamilton plays a lot in the slot.
Yeah.
They'll use him as... Yeah, I think it was a great move.
It's a fantastic
He wasn't
move.
terrible last year for the Bears either. I went back and looked. They were a decent defense, and he was decent. He wasn't he was an All-Pro a few years ago, but
Yeah.
he wasn't that last year. But he wasn't bad.
Brock Wellington was saying his tackles dropped off, but that's an attitude thing. Fucking tackling. That's an attitude thing. When you play at a fucking good team, where attitude fucking matters, or you don't play,
Yeah.
like the Baltimore Ravens, you fucking step up and you stand.
Attitude reflects leadership.
Attitude.
True.
I watched that the other day. Actually,
Gary
it's a,
Bertier.
it's a fucking great movie.
Do you know what?
Nah, it's not. That's not Gary Bertier.
No,
It's,
the black guy says it to Gary.
yeah, he says,
He's like, you're always lumping around.
I only know him as fucking, Barksdale.
Is it Peppers?
Julian Peppers?
Julian Pepper. I reckon it's Julian
Something like that.
Peppers. He was in our TV movie All-Star team. It's from Remember the Titans. Julian.
Yeah, I know the movie, bro.
No, my
Relax.
favourite part of that movie is where Gary Bertier and the offensive lineman kid who's tiny, doesn't look like an offensive lineman at all, go over to Coach Boone. They're like, hey, Coach Boone, when
You
you're
gotta-
only
you
two
gotta cut him.
All-Americans. When you're only two
Two
All-Americans.
All-Americans.
We had to import out one year. You might have been playing, George, and me and him used to go. I used to go up to the coach all the time and be like, hey, man, we're your only two
That's
fucking
all
All-Americans here.
Yeah, that's right.
I used to say it to him all the time. It's the greatest line in any movie. And then he throws, he calls him Dean Jackson or something like that and tells them to go tell their joke somewhere else because fuck off Denzel. Anyway, it's the greatest
You do
line
the jokes, he does the
That's
music.
right. Yeah,
That's
it's
right.
like-
Yeah.
He
it's
does the
it's
singing, he does the
greatest line.
jokes.
Yeah, when you're only two All-Americans, you just couldn't care less.
Yeah.
He's like,
Keep your boys away
Hey,
from our defense. We don't need them.
hey, I don't want to spoil anything for you here, but we now have black guys on our team. So, yeah, you're all Americans this year in your white little league. Like, now we got athletes.
Now we got actual athletes.
So, how about you two go and sit over there and shut the fuck up and try not get hit by a truck?
I'm gonna watch
All
that.
right?
I'm gonna watch
I-
that this weekend.
I fucking love that because now the Shane Gillis fucking skit of
So
the
good.
last white American football team is even fucking funnier when
Hey.
it gets related back to that.
Shane Gillis might be one of the funniest people on the
We're doing some
planet.
scrambling.
Can you
God damn, those
imagine-
black boys can play ball.
Can you imagine when they assimilated all the black kids in with the white kids?
Jerry
all
Jones
the
was-
black coaches that came over that would have been like,
Jerry Jones was there.
that just, yeah, he was.
He actually fucking was.
Yeah.
There's a photo of him throwing shit.
There would have
Well,
been
he's standing behind people throwing shit.
all
and
the
spitting on
black
fucking
coaches
kids.
coming over to these white schools being like, you crackers got no idea what you're in for. They're watching all these white kids practice and they're like, these kids fucking suck, man.
Yeah,
like,
they're so slow.
and then
They're
the
so
first
weak.
practice, just sitting there, the black coach sitting in the corner, sitting in the cuck chair, just looking at his play, the white coach being like,
Good old
I
cuck
fucking
chair.
told you.
Yeah.
I fucking told you.
Trick plays, huh? You just focus on our defense.
How funny.
I got 7 plays in the playbook.
Hey, white coach, why don't you take all your white boys and put them on special teams and we'll take care of the rest? Actually, you know what? We'll have 2 guards, a center, and a quarterback, and the rest of them
I was
can
gonna
go.
say we'll just have some linemen. That's what I was about to say.
And that was only because they wouldn't let the black kids play quarterback because
Yeah.
they wanted to run. And they were like, no, we don't run a quarterback.
I think-
it's the 70s.
I think we'll give it 2 weeks. We got to do our top 3 football movies.
Oh, yeah, we can do that. We'll do that next week.
Oh,
We'll do that next week.
Yeah.
So
I'm in.
watch the movie, Georgie. Research your favorite ones.
Yeah, I'm in.
I've got 2 off the dome tech.
I've probably got 3 off the dome tech right now.
I know my number one easily. We did this before a few years ago, but I did it was
true.
with Jules and DJ. And
Do you
Rich
reckon,
and that, so
let's
we
just
can
run
do
it.
again.
What's your number 1?
No, Friday Night Lights.
Ooh.
I love that.
Georgie, what's your number 1?
Any given Sunday, for sure.
Yeah,
Any given Sunday's good.
I'm an even Sunday man
Any
as
given
well.
Sunday, I don't know if it get top 3 for me. Probably would. It's very good. It's very good.
Pacino actually dominates that movie.
Friday Night Lights is number 1.
Friday Night Lights is
Yeah,
good.
off the top of my head, it'd be Friday Night Lights. Any given Sunday. Obviously, Gridiron Gang.
What is wrong with
You don't have the game plan up there? Now you're fucking lying.
Was the game plan count? It's more of a kids movie.
It's a football movie. The Rock's in it.
How much football is there?
He's also in Gridiron Gang
There's a lot of
He is
football
in
in it.
Gridiron Gang with Exhibit.
with Exhibit.
With
an
We
X.
Are Marshall.
It's actually not terrible, the Gridiron Gang, but it's not in
X
my
to the
top
Z.
3. We Are Marshall's awful.
I've never seen
It's so bad. Like, it's sad. It's a very
it. It's a
sad
true story, yeah.
Very sad story, but it's a terrible movie. It's not great.
Nah, any given Sunday just for, what's his name? Julian Washington.
Oh, yeah. LL Cool J.
Shout out LL Cool J.
LL
He's my man. I love him.
I need my plays so I can get my yards. If I don't get my yards, I don't get my money.
stats,
And I like my money.
And I likes my money.
The best scene
What
in
is
that
it,
movie
Coach?
is
I'm
when
with you.
Lawrence Taylor cuts his car in half
Yeah, that's
because
right.
he's talking. They're snorting coke off chicks' tits in the bathroom, and he's talking shit. And he
Yeah,
hears
Willie
him.
Beeman's talking shit.
Yeah, he's
about
talking
it.
shit, so he
the
goes
D-
and cuts
the
his
D
car
just
in
win- did get more stops, can win more games.
Can you imagine that cutting a dude's car in half?
Hey, that's some LT shit though, right?
And it's actually Lawrence Taylor, who was the best linebacker in the NFL.
Yeah.
Probably the best defensive player ever. All right, let's talk about last little topic for tonight.
Ooh.
We're going to do the top 25 players under 25. So Bleach Report released their list of top 25 under 25. Want to go through them and just say what we think of it.
Love it.
You'd be surprised how many dudes are 25 and under. It's pretty wild, actually. So starting with 25, they have Devon 8-Chain from Brock just knocked his can out. What the You're falling apart.
It's empty. It's fine. We're good.
Miami Dolphins, Devon 8-Chain, the running back. 24 is Jeremiah Owusu Koromoa. Maybe the best name in football.
Great name.
All team name.
What? Oh,
First all team name.
oh, can we could do that one week.
We'll do that one.
Write that down.
Write that down.
LA Rams running back Kieran Williams, New York Giants edge defender Kayvon Thibodeau, and Pittsburgh
Thibodeau's good.
Steelers
Thibodeau's
wide
good.
receiver Pickens. I fucking hate Thibodeau.
Why?
He's a splash player. I don't think he's that good. He makes flashy plays and gets statistics, but he's not an all-round player.
He's still young though. That's kind of the
Yeah,
point.
he's well, how old is he? He says he's really young.
We'll be under 25. Obviously.
He's 23.
Yeah.
23. The next
Hey,
5.
23-year-old kid making plays in the NFL. He's doing well. Come on, say it right.
No, I don't like it.
No, fuck it.
Fuck the Giants. Do you know why I actually hate Kayvon Thibodeau? He went when he got drafted. He went on the Around the NFL podcast, my favorite podcast ever, which has now been cancelled, and I still haven't quite got over it. And he was so fucking rude and arrogant to them,
Really?
like to the point where they actually they were asking questions, and he was just like, "Yeah, man, whatever."
Oh wow. Okay.
If you ever want to go back and listen to it and get absolute to the point when the next episode, the boys were like, "We need to probably address this."
Like apologise or whatever. Yeah.
They were like, it didn't go well. We don't know why it didn't go well. We asked Kayvon if he wanted to redo it, and he just ignored us. And he's just basically a fuckhead.
Just being a dickhead for
Just
no
a tosser.
reason.
And it was before he got drafted. It was just like leading up. It was at the draft.
Bullshit.
Yep.
Fucking
So what was
And he was just a tosser. I don't know what his problem was.
drinking a bit of his own bathwater?
Don't
By
know.
the sounds
Don't know.
of
It was like, I'm too good to talk to these dudes. Fuck these.
Why am I doing
biggest
it? Why am I doing a
NFL podcast in the
podcast?
world? You're too big to talk to them.
It was
What the fuck is
outrageous.
he
I remember
on
listening to it being like, this is awful. Like, he's a cocksucker. And the next episode, when they addressed it, I was like, thank you. Like,
Yeah.
I'm glad you guys have.
Can't say that word.
Can't say cocksucker.
Can't call someone a cocksucker, mate. That's 4 weeks.
the fuck out of here, bro. This
Really?
Is, this is our podcast.
You
We
can't say
whatever the
cocksucker
fuck we
anymore?
want.
Can't say.
I don't say cocksucker as in he actually likes to suck dick. I say cocksucker as in, like, he's a twat.
He's a cocksucker.
He's an
Like,
arsehole.
What do you mean?
like, being
I'm not even going to go through my reference for you. You know what reference I'm thinking about.
Yeah, I know. I know what you're thinking about.
So
No,
Pickens
can't.
at 21.
Yeah, Pickens at
He's
21.
good. He's good. I think he's going to do well
With
with
a good QB.
with Fields or Russ this year. I think he'll
I
be
think so
okay.
too. Yep.
Yeah.
All right, 20 to 15, we've got Seattle Seahawks cornerback Devon Witherspoon.
Yeah, he's good.
Jameer Gibbs.
Yep.
Dallas Cowboys guard Tyler Smith, who I think should be up there. The dude's been
Yep.
second team All-Pro for 2 years, so bit low, but we'll see. So they're Chris Olave at 17 and Bijan Robinson at 16.
16. Yeah, that's a solid. That's about right.
I
for
feel
him.
like Bijan's a little too high.
He is coming into his second year, and he didn't do a lot. He started really well and then dropped off, but he was also. It's pretty hard when teams know you can't pass the ball to be like, hey,
Yeah,
let's just stop Bijan.
Yeah.
Hey, he catches the ball as well. Let's just guard him in all fucking
let's just
plays.
play on him all the time and then see what they can do. It's like, oh, what's Kyle Pitts doing? Catching touchdowns
I'm
in only
excited to
London?
see Atlanta this year.
I think that'll be
excited
good.
to see it.
I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, my only qualm there was Tyler Smith. Like, I think he was first team All Pro last year and second team All Pro in his rookie year. You would have thought, like, I know guards don't have as much value or left tackle, offensive linemen have as much value, but I don't know. If I'm picking between him or Bijan Robinson, I'm taking him because running backs play for 6 years. He's going to play for 15.
15, 10,
Yeah.
15, yeah.
Like, that's just I'm an O-line guy. We know that. We know. I'm just built different, you know. Baltimore Ravens centers number 15. Baltimore Ravens center Tyler Linderbaum.
He's
Stud.
going close to the list.
Stud.
He could be on the love list soon.
Mate, I'll put him on
fucking
my
love him.
love list. Stud.
He looks like Ole as well. That's what I love about him the most.
Shout out to Oliver.
Shout out Ole.
Shout out to Swallow. LA Rams wide receiver Puka Nakua at 14.
Solid.
Trent McDuffie.
I reckon he could have been a bit higher.
Yeah, he
He
did
could have been top 10. He broke all those
only
records.
his
Come on.
first year.
But he broke all those records, bro. Come on.
1,486 receiving yards.
Come
as a
on,
rookie.
bro. That can't get you top 10.
He's 23.
Well,
as
this is what their description says. Will the fifth round pick prove that he is not a 1 year wonder? That's what they're saying. He had a great first year. Let's see what happens.
It's a good point. If he does it again, he's top 10, top 5.
And then we have, you're going to get upset with why he should be above a couple of these other guys. Kansas City Chiefs cornerback Trent McDuffie, who's actually really good. Had a very good year.
Yeah, he's good.
New York Jets wide receiver Garrett Wilson, I'd put Puka Nakua over him.
100%.
Yeah, absolutely.
Although, in fairness, he had a 1,000-yard season last year. He won Rookie of the Year his first year and was really good, and then had a 1,000-yard season with tin cans thrown.
Okay.
We spoke about this on fucking Wednesday when we watched State of Origin. The amount of 1,000-yard seasons they have now, the stats irrelevant.
Well, it was only 28 last season. So there's only one per team.
One per team,
Not even, but
that's still.
I just think on the Jets,
You're throwing
they're
the
one
ball
of the
more.
worst offenses in the history.
He'd be still throwing the ball, and there's no one else to throw the ball.
That's right. It's not hard to
You're
get a
going
guy.
to throw it to Randall Cobb.
It's not hard to get a guy 50 yards a game, is it?
Like,
With
it's
some
not
short
that hard.
passes and screens and shit like that. Yeah,
Mm.
you're right.
Like it's a 50-yard clip every time.
Yeah, that's fair. 11th, Jacksonville Jaguars quarterback Trevor Lawrence.
Well, I don't understand this.
11th of under 25. There's some good dudes. I can see why Tyler Smith was up the list now. There's some fucking good
Yeah,
dudes.
but just hang on that for a minute. Is
Trevor
Lawrence meant to be 11th? Oh, I think that's too high, man.
Do you think that's too high? He is a quarterback. He's a starting quarterback.
What's he done, bro?
Let's
What
just
did
see.
he do last season?
I was going to see if there's any other quarterbacks on this list.
Yeah,
there
there
is
is.
one other.
Joey
There's-
B. Joey B's
Nah,
will be there.
He's over 25.
Okay.
He's over 25. And he put on 15 kilos of muscle. Not sure if you heard. He's hot as fuck.
There's two.
I reckon six of
two
it probably
coming
went to his dick.
Wow. Number 10, Denver Broncos cornerback Patrick Surtain.
Sure. That's
Baltimore Ravens safety Kyle Hamilton.
fair.
Why is Kyle Hamilton? You love Kyle Hamilton a lot.
Oh, he's going up.
Actually, you know what? I'm going to make a rule. Here's the rule with your
How
love
many?
list
What are
and
you
hate
going to do?
list.
Just how many Ravens
You
players
can
are on
only
there?
have 2 players from the same team.
Sure.
So you have to remove one of those dudes.
How many
If you wanna
white quarterbacks can I have on the hate list?
As many as you want.
'Cause there's
the,
gotta be
the hate list you can have is this is only
Oh,
for
it's only
your
on the love list? Done.
Love list you can only have 2 players from one team. So you got to if you want to put another Raven up, you got to take off Lamar Jackson or Justin Tucker.
I picked Justin Tucker in my fantasy draft in the 6th round every fucking year.
Solid.
I take my kicker
many-
early.
Have you won many fantasy champs?
I have actually.
I don't believe you.
I'll get my record up.
All right, send it to me. All right, Kyle Hamilton, agree with that superstar. Houston Texans Will Anderson
Yep.
at 8.
Junior.
Aiden Hutchinson at 7.
Anderson's set for a big year this year. I reckon.
I think so too. I think
it's going to be really good.
set for a big year too as well. He's only been in the league for 2 years. Aiden Hutchinson.
Yeah, he fucking stud
Only his
too.
second
He
year
did a
last
full
year.
4 years with Michigan.
I love a white boy pass rusher.
And he's had 20 sacks in 2 seasons.
Yeah,
Like
you're a
that's-
dog, bro.
that 10 sacks a season is very good.
For your first 2 years, fucking oath it is, bro.
You do that for 10 years. You're one of the best pass rushers ever.
Yeah,
Like just
yeah, no shit.
statistically you are.
Yeah, 200 sacks. Yeah,
Amon-Ra St. Brown at 6.
yeah
I love him. I fucking love him.
That's actually a really good pick. I think he's fantastic too.
I like him too. A lot of Detroit Lions on this. Detroit Lions offensive tackle Panay Sewell.
Wow, that's a good pick
He's
too.
only 23?
He's 23 years old, going into his 4th season.
What the fuck?
O-line, mate. He's Tyron Smith 2.0, I'm telling
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
Tyron Smith got drafted at 19 because he left high school early.
I remember you said that too when he got drafted. You said
He
it
is-
on here.
He's
Yeah.
the next time. He will play for them for 15 years at a high level. I guarantee it.
Just a quick side note: how's Detroit having all these young players so high up the list? That can only be a good thing.
100%. They're going to be great this year.
Yeah,
San Fran quarterback Brock Purdy at 4. Way too high.
you reckon?
Yeah.
Dude, they made
4th.
hang on a minute. They made a fucking Super Bowl work. Come on.
I can tell you, dudes
fine.
I would take over.
Whoa, stop. They made a Super Bowl last season. The season before, he hurt his shoulder in the NFC Championship game. That's the only reason we won that game. Because
I know.
because he wasn't
I'm not
playing.
saying he's bad.
He could have
I'm
made
saying he's too high.
two Super Bowls in a row. Come on, dude.
But that's the thing. I don't think
If.
it
Could have. Should have.
could have.
If. I'm not sure if you heard the story of Liam.
No, but
If.
no, this is the thing.
No, I like it.
It's
He's
too high.
a scheme fucking quarterback.
He's too high. I'd
No,
have.
I like
I'm just
it.
going. I'd have Amon-Ra
He's a
above him.
scheme
I'd
quarterback.
have Aiden Hutchinson. I've had. I don't think I have Will Anderson. I have Kyle Hamilton.
No.
I have Patrick Surtain.
Okay, no, okay.
He
I wouldn't have
he leads that team.
Jacksonville Jaguars. I wouldn't. I'd have him around 10.
Let's pause real
Around
quick.
where Lawrence
He leads
is.
that team. He runs that offense. Last year they made a Super Bowl and they fucking lost it to a
let's-
tinny fucking.
Let's
tinny
pause
drive
this
from-
argument real
from-
quick.
Pause.
Okay.
I've been paused.
No, like this list. Let's pause this. Jimmy Garoppolo. Did he not lead that fucking San Francisco 49ers to a Super Bowl?
Yes, he did. And they lost
Okay.
to the Chiefs too.
True story.
So it's not all about fucking quarterback because now Jimmy G's a fucking trash bag. Jimmy G couldn't even get
No,
a
I think
fucking
he's,
game
he's
exploded.
fucking trash bags. I don't think he is one.
No, but
No,
that's
no,
but
no.
It's,
What it
it's
shows-
fucking scheme.
No, what
scheme,
it shows.
scheme.
No. What it shows is that if you get talented people in the building, both on the field, off the field, in the front office,
Okay, George,
coaching,
you're agreeing with me here. Yep, good.
right?
Continue.
If you get a collective together that are all talented at their specific roles,
Yep.
everyone can do well,
Yep.
right? But that still doesn't detract from the fact that Jimmy played well that season in order to get them there.
Yeah, okay, yes.
And that's all I'm
yes.
saying about Brock. He's clearly played well.
He's played
Yes,
well.
yes, he has the benefit of an amazing roster, of a great front office, and a probably a top 10 all-time head coach in Kyle Shanahan.
Sure.
But yeah, like he's still got to play well. He's still got to make the reads. He's still got to make the throws, and he's doing that.
When they're basic reads to make.
It doesn't
and
matter. He's still
but when
gotta
you
do
put,
it.
When you put the ball in the fucking playmaker's hands and you throw a 5-yard fucking dump,
I got a
it's
question.
pretty simple.
If Trevor Lawrence was in Brock Purdy's position if he went to the Niners instead of being at the Jaguars, would Trevor Lawrence had more success, the same success, or less success?
I'll answer your question with a question. Is Trevor Lawrence smart enough to run Kyle Shanahan's offense?
Yes, absolutely.
Well, then he probably has equal amount of success.
You don't think more? You don't think he's more talented than Brock Purdy?
I would put Trevor Lawrence as more talented than Brock Purdy.
Talent is an ethereal thing. It's a subjective thing. It's something that is.
No, it's measurable.
It's measurable to a point.
As a
It's measurable to a
quarterback,
point.
Yeah.
But at some point, you just got to put the fucking runs on the board.
Okay, George.
Yeah.
Do some homework for me. Go watch the Ravens play 49ers on Christmas Day.
Oh, it was awful.
And watch what happens when their scheme breaks down and you put the ball on Brock Purdy's hands to make fucking plays.
Yeah, but then in fairness, Purdy then made it a Super Bowl.
Okay,
He
yeah.
also came back from 24 points down against the Lions in the championship.
But did he
game.
do that or was that scheme?
Yeah, well,
If
he's
the
part of
schemes
it.
if the schemes
It
work,
works hand in hand.
What I'm saying is, I'm saying that you're right, and I'm saying that I'm right. I'm saying it's both. It's both. To quote Shannon Sharp.
no, yes.
And what I'm saying is,
B-O-A-F, both.
yes, you have to be good enough to do a scheme and run a scheme.
Shannon Sharp. Come on the show, Shannon, please.
I don't think you can get him.
No, I don't think we can get him either.
he'd want to fuck all of us.
And I mean, to get him on the
Put
pod,
his hand up real fast.
I mean, hey, that's Uncle Shay Shay, man. Come on.
you gonna call him Uncle so?
Why do they call him Uncle?
It's a thing in the black community that an older black man is.
Oh.
That's a nickname that the younger black men just automatically give.
Who's his brother? Sterling Sharp.
Sterling
Sterling
Sharp.
Sharp.
Yeah.
Who made the Hall of Fame last year? They're both in the Hall of Fame.
Did he make it?
No, I don't
Good
think
for him.
Sterling Sharp made the Hall of Fame. I don't think so. Yeah, he didn't play
Did
long enough.
Shannon Sharp make it, and then he talked about
Shannon Sharp made the Hall of Fame for sure.
I think Sterling Sharp's in the Hall of Fame. I think
I
he
don't
made it
believe so.
last year. I remember his speech
No.
talking about Shannon, and then Unc was sitting there crying.
Maybe he made the Green Bay Ring of Honor or something, but he didn't.
Maybe.
I don't think he made the Hall of Fame.
Maybe. Anyway, I just think that Brock Purdy is way too high on that list. That's my professional opinion.
Professional.
Yeah, I'm a professional guy, man. Do you,
Okay.
do you know?
Finish your list.
My mic things come loose, so can you finish the list?
So
Technical difficulty.
we're fucking going downhill.
It's a Sharpie.
Number 3, we got Jamal Chase at 24 years old.
Jamar Chase. That's fair.
Number 2, we have New York Jets cornerback Sauce Gardner at 24.
That's also fair.
Yep.
And number 1, Houston Texans
CJ
QB CJ Stroud.
Yeah, that's fair.
I have a question.
He's the youngest player on the list.
Is Micah Parsons not under 25?
Must not be, mate. Or he's not in the top 25.
Well, he must be 20. He might, can you look that up, please?
That's actually... The Cowboys should definitely not pay him if he's over 25.
I don't think I should pay him just purely because he won't shut the fuck up on his podcast.
Born in 99, so he's 25.
He's 25, yeah. Okay. Nah, Cowboy should pay him. He's good.
Life comes at you fast, bro.
You're really struggling with that.
No, it just came loose. Don't know why. New studio, obviously.
New studio. It's going well.
Teething problems.
It
what
has
is it?
been well. I find it so comfortable.
I
off
feel.
topic.
I just come here. I come here super relaxed.
We know you do, man. Except for that one time you didn't. I remember
Look,
that time too.
Look, I don't want to say too much, but yeah, I just needed
It's
to
great to know that you've been able to really relax yourself before podcast.
I need to sort of take some time beforehand to just calm myself down and take care of a few things that I need to take care of. And thank you very much.
La Familia, as Van Diesel once said.
Hold up. Before we go, I got to add something to the list.
Ooh,
Oh no, what's he doing? He's standing
Brock,
up.
he's standing up.
Are you gonna dance? Oh no. Oh no.
It's the hair flick for me.
Hate list. I wish he had a ponytail.
He's putting Brock Purdy on there. I bet you anything.
Look how bad his handwriting is.
He's put Brock Purdy on there. Yes.
You now hate Brock Purdy?
You know why he hates him? Because I've defended him so much.
You're destroying the fucking name Brock Purdy. Win a fucking Super Bowl, then you can name yourself Brock.
Wow.
No.
If he wins, what is he gonna do to get off that list this year?
I'm on Brock Purdy.
Win an MVP?
For him to get off the list, it's got to come on the
Just
show.
think about it logically.
Because you rate good quarterbacks only on if they win MVPs, no other success.
In his last two seasons,
Win him unanimously, motherfucker.
No, he didn't win unanimously last year.
No, he won his first year, he did.
He definitely should have that year if he didn't.
He did.
He might have won unanimously last year.
No, he didn't. He was one.
Didn't like a linebacker
No.
vote or something?
No. Someone voted for Dak Prescott.
wow.
He had way better numbers.
Lamar Jackson was too black for him, so he had to like line it down a little bit. All right, that's the
Put
show.
a bit of milk in that coffee.
Finish it off. That's the show. Love you, boys. We'll see you next week. Peace out.
Bros.
Yo, welcome to the show. Gather round, listen close. We got George, Brock, and